Alright, today we're going to be making a magazine cover. So I'm in Adobe Photoshop Elements 3.0, and the first thing I have to do is I have to open up, or actually I have to start a new canvas. So I can either go to File, New, Blank File, or I can just click on this paper right here. This paper is for a new document, so I'll click on the paper. I'm going to want to name this Magazine Cover. My width will be 8, my height will be 10. Now this would be if my picture is tall, if it's a tall picture. If my picture is wide, I'm going to have to flip those. So let's look at our picture. I'll cancel this, minimize. Here's the picture I'm going to be using. So instead of a tall picture, it's a wide picture. Because it's wide, we have to change that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the width is 10 and the height is 8. This means that it's wider than it is tall, than it is high. Resolution's 300, color mode RGB, background transparent. Click OK. Here's my canvas. Notice how my canvas is more wide than it is tall. That's what I want for this picture. Now I'll click Open, which is the folder right up top here. So I'll click Open. I'm going to find the picture that I'm going to be inserting, which is right here. Click Open. Use my Move tool right up top. Click on the picture once, and then click and hold and drag it down to my magazine cover area right down here. There it is. Now we need to stretch it out at the corners. Now it's all stretched out, we'll press enter, because right now it's pixelated, but you press enter on your keyboard and it does not become pixelated anymore. Notice that we have two pictures open. We have the magazine cover and the cop and the firefighter. So I don't need this one anymore, so I'll go ahead and close out of it with the small X right up here. There you go, it looks good. Now I'm going to open another file, so I'm going to go to Open, which is the folder. I'm going to look for my picture, and there's my picture. I'll click Open. Now I have two pictures open, the magazine cover and my picture. For my picture, first I want to zoom in, View, Zoom in. Looks good there. Then I'll want to use my magnetic lasso. First I'm going to use my hand tool. With my hand tool, I'm going to move my face to the middle. There we go. Now I'll use my magnetic lasso. Looks good. I'll click somewhere to start it, and I'm just going to slowly drag it around so it lassos my head and my neck. So far so good. Now for some of these tricky parts you may have to click to set your points. Your points are the squares. Oops. There we go. But what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start clicking right here to set points, because the lasso is wanting to go in. There we go. When I get back to the beginning, my lasso is going to change a little bit. There you see the change. I'll press it. There's my head and neck selected. Use your right mouse button to right click. Layer via copy. Now I have two layers, my background layer and layer 1. I have two eyeballs open. That means I can see both layers, but if I close the eyeball to background, it leaves layer 1. So with layer 1 showing, I've got to use my Move tool again. Move tool is at the top. Click on my face, and then click and drag it down to the magazine cover. Now I need to line it up a little bit, stretch it out, Not too bad. And press enter. Not too bad. We can tweak it if we need to. I'll go to the picture of my head, and I'll go ahead and close out of that. It says, do I want to save changes to that picture? I'll click no for that. There we go. Now if you'll notice, we have 3 layers. Layer 1, which is our canvas. Layer 2, which is our picture that we're using. And layer 3, which is the picture of my head. So from here, once again, I want to zoom in a little bit. So view, zoom in. Use my hand tool to move the view around a little bit. And I'll zoom in one more time. There we go. Now I'm going to be using my eraser. My eraser, I want to use a soft brush. Soft brush is a fuzzy brush. It looks like spray paint. I'll try this one. I want to make sure I'm on the layer that my face is on, which is layer 3. So this is good. Now remember, as you're erasing, you can use your bracket keys by the P key, P as in Peter, to make your brush a little bit smaller if you need to. So I'm making my brush a little bit smaller, and I'm going to erase the parts that I don't need. So obviously I don't need my head up here because the hat is there. So I'm going through and erasing. Just remember to go slowly. If you mess up, you can always undo. Let's see. I think I'll use his hair here. And might as well use this here. On the other side, I think I'll do the same thing. Does he have an ear over there? Nope, doesn't have an ear, so let's undo that. I'll move my view a little bit, and let's finish this up. Oh, see, I messed up there, so I'm going to undo. Try it again. Alright, doesn't look too bad. Let's zoom out, see what it looks like. So zoom or view, fit on screen. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's go ahead and save that. File, save as. Make sure I put it in my H drive, so my computer, H drive. And I'll just call this magazine cover and click save. Maximize compatibility, click OK. And you'll notice that it's saved. Up here it says magazine cover. Next up, we'll be putting on text.